So why are you running for the executive vice president?
I'm running for executive vice president because that is one of the most important positions in the SGA because it deals with RSOs, and the RSOs are the backbone of the student body. It's a way for any student, whether Greek life, Multicultural Alliance, politician-wise, like in Young Democrats and Young Republicans, it's a way for students who are passionate about certain subjects to get their voices heard and to do something that they're passionate about. So I want to run to make the process a lot easier for them because right now it's very complicated and it takes a lot more effort than it needs to. So to simplify that process is really why I wanted to run for this position.
So what would your top priorities be?
My top priority is definitely to fix the image SGA has right now because unfortunately we've gotten kind of a bad rap with some of the clubs because we've taken on sort of a big brother role, and that is something I really want to change. I want clubs to be able to come to us and say, hey, we're having this event, can you help us broadcast it, can you help us get people to go, can you help us get administration involved, and that's really why I feel like I wanted to run. I wanted to fix SGA's image.
Mm-hmm. And what do you personally bring to the table?
I bring to the table, ever since I was little, I've had a passion to help people who have no voice. And the RSOs and students in general really don't have a voice. They feel like administration is ignoring them or just isn't hearing them. So what I bring to the table is the ability to fight for people. When I get passionate about something and I get behind something, I put 110% effort in to 100% of the time.
What are your plans related to diversity and inclusion?
Diversity is the biggest topic I feel that we're facing right now as a student body. And we met with the Multicultural Alliance yesterday. I'm part of the diversity committee at Salisbury in the SGA. And we met with them yesterday and had an open dialogue. What could the SGA do better? And it starts with the administration. A lot of people feel the administration is ignoring students or isn't really giving them the full attention that they need. And the SGA, our primary job is to be a voice for students. So that's where I feel like diversity really needs to kick it into gear. We need to get the administration to realize students are passionate about this and students care a lot. And they need to start paying attention to students more.
And what do you see as the SGA's role on campus?
The SGA is supposed to be the voice. That's what we always tell people, we're the voice for students, but we've really kind of lost sight of that in the last couple of years. We've taken on more of a big brother role. We've required things from RSOs and students, and we haven't really been listening to students. Because something we need to do is we need to open dialogue again. Students need to be able to realize that we are their voice to the administration, and we have the open channels with Dr. Janet and with other administrators. So they need to be able to come to us and realize that we will fight for you.
And that's all the questions I have, but if there's anything else you'd like to add.
Awesome. Just come out and vote April 13th through 15th, Alex Aiosa, Executive VP. I'm trying to fight for you all, so help me help you. Thank you.
Right.
Why are you running for executive vice president?
Well, I've been a part of SGA for the past 3 years. This is my third year as a senator. So I've kind of seen stuff that we've done, where we've been, and now kind of where we're going. And I've seen a lot of opportunities for improvement, and I just really enjoy this position. I was involved in a lot in high school, too. So I really want to be a part of that, and I really enjoy being a voice for the students.
What would be your top priorities if elected?
Well, if you're not aware, my position, the executive vice president, is a liaison between RSOs and the SGA. So I think the main problem right now is there's kind of a disconnect between RSOs and SGA, communication-wise. There's things, I'm our current RSO president, and I think sometimes I feel like I have a leg up because I'm an SGA, like I kind of know things that other people in RSO should know. So to kind of combat that, I would just want to be a very effective resource and be very accessible to RSO's leaders. And I also want to hold 2 RSO leadership meetings per semester, just to allow RSOs to see me more, know my position and what I'm there for, and also to discuss pertinent issues that are relevant to the SGA. So I would give them a list of topics before the meeting. They would come and hopefully they can come prepared. And that would ultimately just allow me to be a very representative for them to the rest of the executive board.
What do you personally bring to the table?
I think the main thing that sets me apart is that I have prior RSO leadership. So my current RSO president, I think I'm the only candidate that is. And so I've been through those things, getting recognized, maintaining recognition, and everything in between, event planning. My club went to a conference in the fall, so I had to go through appropriations and getting funding and travel, and it's a lot that RSOs deal with. So I've been there, so I think I can be a very effective resource for them in determining what's feasible for them to do and what's not, and I've been in their position, so I can be a good representative to the executive board.
What do you see as the SGA's role on campus?
I think we're the voice. There's 8,000 students here, and you can't, it's too many for all the different concerns, and we're their avenue to get to the administration. We have those connections to the president's office, to the Office of Inclusion and Equity. We have those connections established, so we're kind of that avenue. And I think we need to be less of like a big brother type thing and really be more open, let people know where our office is and let them know that we're accessible and we're there for them. We don't just sit in the office doing our own things. Like, we want to hear their concerns and move towards making changes on campus.
Do you have any plans, or is there anything that you could see you doing in your position as Executive VP to address some of the concerns related to diversity and inclusion?
I don't know that within my position necessarily. Well, definitely during those meetings that we have, RSO meetings. I mean, just letting RSO leaders get to know each other, kind of not necessarily team building activities, but just kind of more collaboration, and so they know each other and they can collaborate on events. And I think that would be a good role that I could play. But definitely whatever initiatives that the Vice President of Diversity has, I would definitely be supportive. And if I could do anything for RSOs and reach out to them, I would definitely be all for that.
Anything you'd like to add?
I just say go out and vote. I think that's not stressed enough that we try to advertise as much as we can in SGA, but people don't know how really important this is. We're your student leaders here, so please just read the bios, try to take it seriously, and go out and vote.
Okay. I'm running for Executive Vice President because I've been involved with SGA pretty much since I stepped foot on this campus. I applied for SGA at the very first Student Activities Fair my freshman year, applied to be a senator. This year I'm serving as Vice President of Public Relations, and I absolutely love being a part of SGA. I love what we do. I love the people involved, and I just want to be able to have a greater foothold in it. And I also want to be Executive Vice President because I'm really passionate about getting involved with the RSOs, getting things just simplified, easier, more clear. One thing that I've noticed is that we have this big brother stereotype, and I really want to get back to we're advocating for what you want. We're here to get what you want, and so I want to get back to getting the student's opinion, and that's really what I'm passionate about, is becoming more of a liaison between what the RSOs want and what SGA is doing, as opposed to just the big brother stereotype.
If elected, what would be some of your top priorities?
My top priority, number one, is getting rid of the voting process to get RSOs recognized. We're already starting to work on that, and I just want to make sure that it really goes through, gets clearly, it goes smoothly. Along with that, I really want to encourage RSOs to hold more of their own events. So right now, to maintain your recognition, you have to come to 2 recognized events, or you can apply for one of your own events to be recognized. So I really want to encourage RSOs to do more of that, to hold their own events, for more students to come to more involvement, just so it's not all, okay, SGA is making us do this, SGA is making us do that. It's, no, we want you guys to hold your own events. We want you to do what you want to better the campus your way. And so that's really my main goals.
What do you think you personally bring to the table?
Personally, I bring to the table SGA experience. As both a member of the Senate and as the exec board through the past, I have a unique perspective, so I know how kind of the whole system works. Along with that, I'm super involved in campus, not to brag or anything, but I'm a tour guide, I work for Safe Ride, I'm an orientation leader, I'm involved with GOT and the Medical Career Society, so I've kind of seen how this campus runs from a lot of different aspects, a lot of different point of views. So I believe I know what the students want, and I think that I can be able to reach them in a way that hasn't been done yet.
Do you have any plans to address some of the concerns involving diversity and inclusion that we're seeing on this campus right now?
Dang. That's a tough one. Like I said, what I want to do is encourage people to hold their own events to increase student involvement. And I honestly think listening to, obviously I'm not a minority, but listening to what people I've talked to have said, they just go to different atmospheres and they just like, oh, APO is entirely like, it's all white people, whereas I go to the Multicultural Alliance and it's all black people. So I believe that if they hold their own events and they get their student involvement and people are like, oh, like what the Multicultural Alliance is doing is really cool, I want to get involved in that. I believe that that's the best way to increase diversity, increase these tensions that we've been having, is to get people out there, get them meeting new people, get them like realizing that the opinions they have, the stereotypes they have are wrong. And just, you really have to love each other.
What do you see as SGA's role on this campus?
SGA's role, like I mentioned earlier, is completely advocation. So we've kind of become more planning events, and I really want to get away from that. We do big event out of Salisbury, and though I really love those events, I think they're awesome events. SGA's main role is to advocate for what the students want. We're a representation of the student body, and so we really want to get out there and see what you want changed on campus, and implement that.
Finally, is there anything you'd like to add?
I'm really passionate about this position, really passionate about SGA. I love being involved on campus, and I honestly, this is really cheesy, but I can't even imagine my life without SGA in it, so yeah.